Yo, it is Wednesday, and you know what that means. Tomorrow's the Thursday Night Football, so we got to get you the Thursday Night Sim, see what Madden thinks is going to happen. This Thursday, we got the Packers versus the Cardinals, and let's get into the channel's picks. I'm picking the Cardinals, Ovi's picking the Cardinals, and so is, or Orb's picking the Packers, my bad. There's our records. Ovi's the one that's always been right so far, so he knows what's up compared to all of us. The Packers have a really hard matchup here. Cardinals undefeated. Packers are very injured. They're missing their 1 and 2 receivers. They're missing their best offensive lineman. They're missing Jair Alexander, so they're definitely not favorites. They got nothing to lose. All the pressure's on the Cardinals for this game. So let's get into the stats. Aaron Rodgers averaged 263 yards passing, 1.6 touchdowns, and 0.7 interceptions. So if you want to round those numbers, that turns out to be a 2-to-1 touchdown-interception ratio. Kyler Murray averaged 312 passing yards, 1.6 touchdowns, and 0.4 interceptions. So that, you round those numbers, it turns out to be a 2-to-0 touchdown-interception ratio. Running backs now. I did pick James Conner as a starting running back, so I'm not going to be talking about Chase Edmonds' rushing stats. But anyway, Aaron Jones, 81 yards rushing, 0.7 touchdowns. So you want to round that up, 81 yards and a touchdown. James Conner, 44 yards rushing and 0.4 touchdowns. That's not too surprising. He's really the goal line back. I only picked him as the starter because Madden had him getting more touches. They had him as the premier back, getting the most out of the touches out of that backfield. So now we're going to go over the wide receivers and tight end stats. The way we do this is in the 7 games, anyone that stands out, so if they catch a touchdown, their top 3 in receiving on their team, I write down their name. Whichever name pops up the most in those 7 games, I consider that a big game. So I'm going to tell you how many big games they had out of the 7 games. We're going to start with the Packers. Randall Cobb, 7 of 7 games. He was pretty important. St. Brown for the Packers, 4 out of 7. Amari Rodgers, the rookie that they drafted this year, 3 out of 7. And Robert Tonyan, 3 out of 7 as well. Like I said, they're missing their 1 and 2, so no Adams, no Lazard. I'll go into that more as to what happened later in the video. Cardinals, A.J. Green, 7 out of 7. Big games. DeAndre Hopkins, 5 out of 7. Christian Kirk, 4 out of 7. And Zach Ertz, 4 out of 7. So now that those are all your base stats, you'll see how good the defenses do when you see the predicted score. We don't go over the defensive stats, but other info that you might want to know is both teams had a lot of guys running the ball. That's from multiple running backs running, jet sweeps, receivers running the ball, getting rushing stats, the quarterbacks rushing. And another thing is both teams were pass heavy. Not a lot of rushing attempts total on the teams. I'd say it was probably like a 40 passing attempts to 20 rushing attempts total. So there's not much there. It's going to be pass heavy. If you have one of those quarterbacks in fantasy, that is going to be good for you according to Madden. One game did go into overtime, so that is good. And for some people, and the Packers had a lot of different guys catching the ball. Now, Madden picks the Packers to win, winning 4 of the 7 games in the sim, and the score prediction is 30-23 Packers over the Cardinals. And just so you know, Madden, they are 2 for 2 from these videos that we have done this year. Now, this is a little surprising that they had this happen because, like I said, they're missing their 1 and their 2. I pulled those guys out. They're not playing. They have COVID. I just got an alert when I was voicing this video over. It said that they're both unlikely to play. They're both on the COVID list. So their passing game is probably not going to be as good. It's going to be relying on Tonyan, Randall Cobb. They just don't have the names that the Cardinals have. That is personally why I am picking the Cardinals. I don't like picking the Rams division rival, one of them, but at the same time, I'm not going to purposely pick a team that I do not think has a legit chance to win. Same with Ovi. Ovi does not think that the Packers are legit. He does not think the Cardinals are legit either, but he thinks they're better. And Orb is not just sold on Kyler yet. So that is the video. This is just me game playing, so I can end the video. So yeah, we do these every Wednesday for the Thursday games. Yeah, go ahead and comment down below if you think that Madden's wrong, you think that we're wrong. We love to hear your picks, and yeah, we do these every Thursday, so come back next time for the on Wednesday. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and sub for more GTA, Red Dead, and Madden content, and we will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.